Okay, Brooke, I'm gonna go so I can film.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna water my downstairs houseplants because they really need it. Before we get into all of that, please make sure you hit like and subscribe. Maybe you've been binge watching my videos and you just forgot to hit that subscribe button. Welcome back to the community. Why do I keep saying that? Welcome to the community. I also have YouTube memberships, which you can check out at the link in the description, as well as some cute merch, if I do say so myself. And I'm sorry I'm not wearing it. It was supposed to be here a couple days ago, but I think because of the postal service, it's all been delayed. Today we're gonna water my plants and we're gonna prune some of the dead flowers off of my orchids. I'm very excited. We might even take some propagations. Who knows? We're also gonna turn on the heat. Raven is watching me like I'm a cool person. As you know, we only water with filtered water now in this household, unless it's for philodendron, or like Hoya, or plants that are hardier. But I fill up this bad boy with heckin' filtered water now. And it's a good time. We are gonna be fertilizing my plants down here with the rest of this liquid dirt. If you want liquid dirt, if you want to try this bad boy out and you want 25% off your entire order, use code PLANTME_25 when you check out on liquidirt.com, which you can also find in the description. My plants really need to be watered. Let's do like I need to water this show and tell. Here we have my variegated lipstick plant. This guy was already in pretty bad condition because he was just so abused. I got him at the Lowe's, but he's putting out new leaves. This whole entire top strand up here is brand new, the one that's wiggling about. The bottom leaves are looking kind of okay. It just really needs to be watered. So we're gonna water this one. We're also gonna water both of my begonias because, well, actually we're not gonna water this one. This is my begonia Linda Dawn and it actually feels like I might have watered her recently. So we're gonna give this one a couple more days. She is so cool though. I heckin' love this plant. I am wearing shorts, by the way. I'm wearing the same pink shorts, but I'm wearing a very long shirt because it's at home time. This one, oh, just kidding. No, I watered this one. I need to water my Linda Dawn is what it was. This is my begonia Sinbad. She cute. We really need to water this Hoya obovata. He's getting pretty malleable here. If your leaf can do that, if your Hoya leaf can do that, if it can fold like this, it needs water. You need water. So we're gonna water that one. We are also going to water this big begonia maculata whitey eye that I have. She's fairly massive. We're also gonna be watering this ginormous Monstera adansonii narrow form. She's pretty big. She's nice and hefty. And we also need to really water this. This is my Alocasia Black Velvet. I got it for like 10 bucks. And honestly, no, I got this for 8 bucks. And he's sad. It's hard because I don't honestly give my downstairs plants enough attention, so I think I might actually end up moving this Alocasia upstairs. We're also gonna be watering this begonia Iron Cross. Maybe you've seen a begonia theme that's been happening. Also my peperomia frost. This is what peperomia look like when they need to be watered. And we're gonna be watering my Calathea musaica. This is what it looks like when it needs to be watered. It'll kind of like fold up like that. So, and we're also gonna like take all of the dead, whoa, that just popped right out. We're gonna take all the dead leaves out too. My variegated Hoya Chelsea / Crimson Queen does not need to be watered. The leaves are definitely still stiff enough that we do not need to do any watering, but she is cute. She's very pretty. And we are also gonna be watering my big Burl Marks. Big Burl Marks. He was bigger and then I took a bunch of propagations. And that's pretty much it. I think that that's all of the plants we're gonna be watering. So most of these plants I water in the sink because I have really nice furniture down here. The furniture that they are on is nice furniture, except for that. That is just a plant thing disguised as a wine hutch. So I'm gonna take this one. Oh, my Chelsea doesn't need to be watered yet, but it's getting there. Okay, so we're gonna take this one to the sink. Yeah, I'm just gonna take these two to the sink. So this one has like a nice little holder for it, so I can put this one back. And the rest of these, we're gonna actually water where they are at currently. I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid dirt in each of their little pots. I don't have a watering can for downstairs, so I'm just gonna like, just do it, you know? I am gonna fertilize all of them a little bit though. This is not concentrate. This is the mix, by the way. Little begonia, some liquid art. All right, we're gonna be very careful with the obovata because his soil is pretty like airy. We don't want to have a liquid earth mess. And tail fertilizer. Big guy, cute. And this guy, cute. So cute. We actually didn't even use a ton of this. Still have a decent amount left. Now I'm gonna actually water some of the boys. You run with me. So this guy, okay. We're gonna give him just a little bit, not a ton. I really don't want it to spill everywhere. Whoop. All right, that should be enough. Please don't spill. Heck yeah, okay. So good, you're doing so good, you guys. And you. Perfect. Now we're gonna just dump the rest of this into my Adansonii because he really needs some water. And the cool thing about this is I brought all my jugs downstairs, so they're all ready to be filled up because they're all down here. I hope this isn't like so boring. Okay, here's a little up close of my little plant station back here. I do need to buy another watering can, but when it comes to like things that you don't need, because like there's nothing wrong with me just like pouring the water out of these things, I put off things like that because I'm like, I don't really need it. I've been doing fine without it. Enjoy the water. Enjoy it. Cool. And I water pretty deeply, so I don't water my plants often at all. So it's very, very normal for like water to completely like fill the trays. Kind of in the bottom, I don't know if you can exactly see, but a lot of the trays are totally full of water, and then because the soil is so dry, it's actually going to suck it up because like the rest of the soil isn't completely watered yet, so over a little bit of time, it's just gonna suck up the rest of the stuff. Calathea love water. I should be watering that one more than I am. I think that's actually all for the watering. This guy doesn't need to be watered. I'll give this one just a little bit more. So there's a little bit more in his little tray down there. This guy doesn't need to be watered. You shouldn't ever be watering your cacti in the winter, like at all. That will cause them to rot. I think everyone's doing just fine. Rotate you back towards the light. So now that everything's like kind of watered, when I say kind of, I mean like I watered almost every plant. I did leave some behind. We are going to walk through and take off all of the dead and dying stuff. So we will start with this little orchid. This is one I've had for a while. This one gave me really, really, really good leaves. And Phalaenopsis spikes you can just cut off when it's over. Lately, I've been saving intact dried flowers because I want to put them in a book. So I collect the ones that are completely dried, and I'm gonna leave the flowers that are still good. Like this one's still opening. These two right here are still good, but pretty much all the ones on this back spike are gone. So I'm actually going to cut off the back spike. Okay, so we're just gonna cut this bad boy off. And this orchid actually does need to be watered, so I'm gonna give it some water. What the heck? Hold on, I have to investigate. Oh, it looks like there's like a compact, really hard. See that? That is so hard. It looks like I think this is actually stuck in that. There we go, got it out. Okay, now I'm going to put this back in here, and I'm actually gonna put enough distilled water in this that it might even cause this to like float a little bit because the roots are really, really, really dried out. And now our orchid still looks nice and pretty. Still has the cute little blooms left on it. And it still has one left to bloom. That's pretty exciting. I think I'm actually gonna press those other flowers that I cut off that aren't totally dried out. Perfect, and that should be enough water for that guy to perk up. Also, I inspected the pot of this big Adansonii, and I've decided he does need a little bit more water. So give him that. Okay, now that everything's been watered, we are going to walk through. Yeah, we're gonna walk through and take care of some of the like dead and dying plant matter. So I'm gonna remove all of this stuff from the Calathea. Some people probably leave this, but I don't like to. This type of dead plant material can attract bugs, and we don't want bugs. Unless you do, then don't cut it off. Just go ahead and snip all of that. Perfect, I think the rest of these are fine for now. Definitely really needed water. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. Oh, this one maybe. I think the rest of these guys are just fine. Cool. So that's gonna perk up in like 30 minutes, honestly. And then it'll look just nice and normal and happy and healthy again. By the way, this is what one of these orchid flowers looks like up close. How pretty, right? I'm also, here, I wanna give you a better look at one of the flowers. I love this orchid. This is just a hybrid I found at the Trader Joe's, and I think it is just beautiful. So one of the last things we're gonna do is we are going to cut off the dying plant matter from my little variegated lipstick plant, who is right there. So he's very heavy now after watering him. I did water him 4 different times while he was in the sink for the past 20 minutes. And you can see that there's a lot of these like really gross dying leaves and like these just stems. So we're just gonna go ahead and clear away all of the rotting plant matter, even the really gross leaves that like you don't want to touch. If you don't want to touch it, probably shouldn't be left in your plant. It's a good rule of thumb. Was that Raven? Was that our neighbor? Yeah, so you'll just want to like separate everything and pull all that grossness out of there, baby. At least we're seeing a ton of new growth. We're getting a lot of these like new stems happening, which is really exciting. Ew, that is so gross. Okay, just go for it. Just go for it. All of that's gotta go. Cool, I think we did it. So we got all of the loose leaves out. I'm just gonna like shift the soil around a little bit because if you didn't watch my video of me getting this, it was a big box store video. It was one of the like 50,000 that I've made. Someone definitely just like tipped this over onto the ground and then left it there, and then I think probably like the store person came over and picked it up, just like plopped the thing back in itself. But that left it to like the soil to harden. Here's my pile, by the way. I don't think you've been able to see it, but here's the pile. So that just kind of like left this plant just like kind of suffer. I got it for a pretty sick discount though, because it was like so trashed. Like really, it was really trashed. I'm also just gonna cut off the bad leaves like this. We want a new guy. You know what I mean? We want him to feel like he's got a whole new life ahead of him. It's actually just like kind of crazy how just a little bit of love can like bring plants back. It was the last one there, and I like lipstick plants. I just like none of the ones that like I want are sold near me. I really want a black pagoda, but I also am not willing to like pay an exorbitant price for it. And I want like one that's bigger. I just feel like because I'm not at the beginning of my plant collecting journey anymore, like I'm more picky about what plants I'm gonna own, and I think that that's a good thing. I think it's good to be picky. You really want to have like a connection with the actual plant you're gonna buy, and not just like, oh, that plant has like the brand name almost, so therefore that's gonna be like the one that I want. I really feel like you should have an actual connection with the plant, and in the long run, that will make it so that you actually enjoy having that plant around, and you probably won't forget about it like you might forget about some of your other houseplants that you don't have a connection to. That was like my big resolution for this year. If you didn't watch my resolutions video, I did make one of those where I just talked about like my plant resolutions and my goals for the year. And one of them is to not buy plants that I don't have a connection to. And also that I feel like I buy a lot of common plants like just to have them, which is fine, but then I just let them die. And because they're so cheap, they're like $5 at the grocery store, right? And my big resolution was to not do that anymore. So that way, if a plant comes around that I do really want, I will have enough money saved up for that plant. I think he looks really good now, actually. Oh my gosh, I think we really did something. Bro, I think you're getting your life together. Got a couple more leaves. I'm just gonna cut off the bad parts. Cute. Oh, I'm so excited. I've had this plant for a little while now, and I just wanted to like let him acclimate before I did anything like this that might bother him. You know, because we're kind of pushing the soil around and whatever. Also, if you cut off the dead growth points from your like vines, it will inspire new growth in a place where like the plant will actually like grow, which is exciting. It's just so cool that this guy is like so variegated. I think it's so fun. That little tip off right there. Oh, you're growing everywhere. You're doing a good job. Wow, this vine is pretty cute. Oh my God, we did it. How fun. Here's our guy. He's all fresh and cleaned up. There's no more dead ends, no more dead leaves. I think he looks really, really great. He's also freshly watered. So this should inspire a whole new growth cycle. You can see he's got a ton of these new vines coming out, which is so exciting. I love it. He's doing a good job. Wow, here's our pile of trash. Some of these leaves in here are green, but like the vines that they're on are dead, so it's just a matter of time. So yeah. Well, that's about it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you had fun watering your downstairs plants with me as I watered and took care of my downstairs plants. I hope that you have an amazing night and evening and day and morning whenever you're watching this video, and that the next beginning of your March is amazing. I hope that you have a great March. We're rounding the corner for 1 year of staying home. I think my school shut down March 14th, March 13th-ish. Which is also really exciting because this will be me and Christopher's 3-year anniversary on March 14th of our relationship. We've been together for 3 years, which is crazy. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you hit like, subscribe, and tweet me at PlantMeAshley. For real, I have a Twitter. I think it's pretty funny. I try to post daily there, so go follow that for funny little Twitter stuff. Follow me on Instagram. I've started to do Reels. I think that they're fun. I see cool people doing them, and I wanna be cool. I want to do some reels. Anyways, go follow me on Instagram at PlantMeAshley everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, literally everywhere except Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. Don't go to Facebook. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next houseplant section. Check out my memberships, my merch. Don't forget to check out Liquid Earth. Use code PlantMe_25. It helps support my channel a lot. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.